What is up, everyone? Gamer Live Studio here, back at it with another off the top video where I discuss all of the gaming news, topics, discussions with my own thoughts and opinions. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and before we get started, make sure you like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate that. And without further ado, let's get into the video itself, because oh boy, man, we got a lot to go through, so let's start off with Xbox, and then we'll make our way and transition into PlayStation, and then towards the end we'll talk about some games and events, and then we'll wrap it up from there. So let's go with the first one right here, which is the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate Price Update. Holy shit, like I couldn't believe it. I had to wake up and say, damn, this is Christmas. This must be Christmas, because goddamn, we're not even close to July yet, but damn, it's gonna be Christmas and damn near July. Oh man, but yeah, they really Asha Sharma, the CEO, came out swinging, and this girl basically said, yeah, bitch, this fucking Game Pass shit is way too high. We need to lower this shit down because it's getting fucking ridiculous, and let's just take out Call of Duty. And I'm like this, hallelujah, hallelujah, because I personally don't give a fuck about Call of Duty. Okay, do I play Call of Duty? Have I? Sure, I play Black Ops 6. Did I play Black Ops 7? Fuck no. Did I buy Black Ops 7? Fuck no. Did I buy Black Ops 6? Fuck no. Okay, the last time I ever purchased a Call of Duty was like Black Ops fucking 2. That's like a long time ago. Like that's the last time I purchased, or maybe if it was Black Ops 3 and then I paid like half of the DLC, but that was pretty much it. Okay, I couldn't even fucking tell you when the last time I really purchased a Call of Duty game and brought all of the DLCs. I don't know when the last time I can tell you that. It was a long time ago. But Call of Duty is up out of Game Pass, is going to be basically going to be added into the following year, so into Game Pass, which is perfectly fine. I can care less. That's fine. We get last year's Call of Duty, and then the new year Call of Duty is not going to be in Game Pass. Perfectly fine. I can care less about Call of Duty. I'm not sweating about Call of Duty. And on top of that, a lot of people who always buys Call of Duty, like those type of gamers, they're just going to buy it outright. There's no point of having a subscription service, you know, for each and every month, $30 just to play Call of Duty is stupid. Just like they're gonna buy it outright. Like what the fuck, you know, like 30 is 60, $20 more is 70. They're gonna buy it outright. So that's like literally what, 2 months and a couple of weeks will add up to, like, you know, Call of Duty. So it's like might as well just go and buy Call of Duty. I don't really care about Call of Duty all that much, so I don't give a fuck. But anyway, from a business standpoint of, you know, again, with Xbox and them, yeah, it's all about making money. But I'm glad that they're taking it out and they're lowering the price from $20.99 to $22.99, which that's fine. Okay, it's not back to like the $20 one, but hey, 22 is better than trying to pay for like 30 something fucking dollars plus tax. And also PC Game Pass gets a price drop too, which is from $16.49 to $13.99 per month, which I absolutely love, because guess what, I'm on PC Game Pass. Let's go, baby. You know how it works, man. Right now I don't got a lot of games installed because I uninstalling it. I'm gonna make some room for new ones. I think in the next couple of months we're gonna have Forza Horizon 6, which that's gonna be in here. Currently I am playing Mouse. I did purchase that for $30, and I'm playing it on my Xbox handheld as well currently. But seeing that, I was like, holy shit, man. Yo, I was like, "Lo, I gotta see this." And then, you know, when I saw it, I was like, oh wow, they really did change it. Yeah, they changed it, and I was like $13. Hey, I'm happy with that. That's way better than paying for $16. You know, 13, perfectly fine. I'm perfectly happy with that, you know. because I don't even have a console. So I sold my console. I think the last time I ever had an Xbox console was the Xbox One S, and I think that was it. I didn't brought the Series X or S. I moved on to PC with Game Pass. They're still gonna, Xbox is still putting games on there as well, so it's perfectly fine. I get my day ones, right? I get all of my stuff. That's all I really care about. So as long as I get that and good third-party deals, I'm perfectly fine. So yeah, they really did change it, which is fucking insane. Yep, and they took out Call of Duty, which is perfectly fine. I think they are, what I'm hearing, some rumblings that I heard that they are gonna do maybe a Game Pass, like kind of like pick your own things that you want. So if you want it a little bit more lower, you don't want all this extra bullshit, it can be make the price even lower. Probably might, if they could do that for a PC, that'd be fucking great. Because I don't give two fucks about, I don't care about fucking Ubisoft shit, so, or EA shit for that matter, because usually if I want to buy an EA game, I usually will be like, okay, if they got Battlefield, I'll buy it, which I already did, so I don't care about that. I want to see what was the benefits. So yeah, like EA, again, I'm just hearing rumblings, but it could come to fruition as well. You never know. But Asher Sharma is coming out here fucking swinging. And like, again, if they doing the whole like just pick your own like kind of thing, which is great, I think that it will benefit for a lot of people, because they can just customize and say, look, if I just want Xbox games and third-party deals, that's the Game Pass I want. That's all I care about. Great. If some people really do care about, EA stuff and Ubisoft stuff, let that be an add-on or a package or whatever. That'll be fine, right? Like for me, if they gave me the option to get rid of the EA Play membership, and that was just an option, I would have got that shit up out of here and make my Game Pass, PC Game Pass, even lower, because I don't really use EA's bullshit anyway on Game Pass. I don't really use it. I don't really care about their shit all that much. And then that's about it. And then like 200 PC games, day one, that's all I really care about. I don't care about every EA's bullshit or Ubisoft garbage. So that's something they can do. But like, again, I'm hearing rumblings that they might be doing that, where instead of it being like this, where now it could be just like, okay, make your own Game Pass, where you could just be like, oh, do I want EA stuff? Yes, I'll click that. If I don't want Ubisoft, I don't click on it. If I want this, that's the type of shit I think that would be great for a lot of people, because people will just know what the hell they want, even for like again, for like the streaming thing, whatever service, I think they took that out. I don't know if they do have it, because I'm currently right here, available day one, blah blah blah, right? Fortnite Crew, that's out, good. I don't need that bullshit. The EA Play, if you can get that out of here, I can care less. The Ubisoft Classics, good. I don't care about Ubisoft bullshit anyway. And then Call of Duty will be out of here. Well, yeah, it'll be out of here. It'll be added to the following year. And then, I don't get any of these stuff. Streams selected. Yeah, I don't get the streaming stuff. That's fine. Reward $50 2 times. Yeah, it's just like, again, if they get rid of like some of the bullshit and just let me pick and choose what I want, I'm perfectly happy with that. So big fucking W for Asher Sharma, the Xbox team, and Microsoft for doing this. That doesn't mean that they don't got a lot of work to do on the Windows side. So the Windows 11 side, they still got a lot of work to do, but they're steering in a good direction. But they still got a long way to go for that side. For in terms of gaming right now, like here, this is a big W, great. And it can put a stop to probably PlayStation over there on that side from raising prices even further for their PSN, you know, because if they raise their prices, it's going to make them look bad, because guess what? Xbox says, no, we're going to lower down the price. So that's going to look bad for them. So, which is crazy. But let's move on, which that was a big giant W. And I guess they're going to be starting their new marketing campaign saying, we are Xbox. Okay, we are back, baby. Let's go. You know, like, again, I always been an Xbox fan to begin with. I never was like, you know, like, I'm not trying to be fake. Like, I've always been an Xbox fan regardless, because during the time of like when PlayStation came out, I think I told this story, but real quick, I used to have PlayStation 1, used to have PlayStation 2. After PlayStation 2, towards the tail end, when they canceled a couple of games and stuff like that I wanted them to do for PlayStation, I just said, I'm done with PlayStation. I'm not coming back. And then I went to Xbox, loved every single game that they've been doing for Xbox, like their AAA titles, AA titles, open world racing games, the RPG games. All of this stuff is just so good. And then I fell in love with Halo and everything from there, like the controller, everything. I'm just like, bro, I can never go back to PlayStation, man. Yo, I can't. But so they're gonna start a new marketing campaign, we are Xbox, which is cool. This is great. So they shared with the team and stuff, you know, starting with simple ideas. Gaming should be bringing people together. Share experience led by the first Xbox in 2001, Xbox Live in 2002. New ways to connect from friends and achievements. Yeah, you know, this is, everything sounds really good. Like, Asher Sarma is out here fucking swinging it. Like, she is fucking killing it. I think we all was like kind of like, I'm not sure about that. I was a little skeptical too. I was like, I'm not sure about this. Let's see what they got cooking, you know. And she's coming out here fucking swinging. She hasn't been in there for that long, and she literally putting the foot down and making changes. Like, this is getting like it's kind of getting ridiculous, you know. So, which is good. Like, again, I wish, you know what I wish some of these type of changes was to happen towards where, like, even though I'm an Xbox fan, right, but I do want these changes also to happen to PlayStation. Imagine if PlayStation came out and say, yeah, we're going to lower down prices for PSN Plus, we're going to add more value to PSN and all this stuff. That'd be fucking huge. That'd be great. All the PlayStation fans over there would have been really, really happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the, like, this type of change right here is what PlayStation fans over there really, really do want to see. Like, real PlayStation fan, not the fanboys. The fanboys want to keep destroying PlayStation, which they are doing a fantastic job, because guess what? They're not talking about their own fucking system and the problems that they have. They're just sweeping it under the rug. But this is why I like the Xbox community, man, because the Xbox community, we really do stick together, and pretty much we prevail, man. Like, for real, the community is on point. The Xbox community is on point. We got new marketing stuff in here, lowering down Game Pass. You know, the prices of Game Pass is being cut down. Bro, this is fucking amazing. Really is amazing to see all this stuff. Like, we have to do some work. Players are frustrated, right? You know, and stuff like that. You know, hearing the concerns and problems. See, this is like shit that I think, you know, like, again, I wish PlayStation will take some type of accountability and responsibility to also hear about their own fucking customers, but they're not. And, you know, we see how they are right now. But for Xbox, bro, it's on the up and up. I am so glad, yo. Oh my god. Even though I'm on PC, man, I still buy Xbox games, and, like, again, I'm still subscribed to Game Pass. So personally, for me, I haven't really left Xbox. Okay, I'm always gonna be that part of the group. For me, for that community, I'm always gonna be a part of the Xbox group. So much better. Okay, moving on. Xbox reveals a new logo and how it makes the Series S a nice background. Like, oh, that shit looks awesome. They got a new logo now. Shit looks good. I'm like, okay, I'm liking this logo. Looks like the first like Xbox like kind of logo style, but now it's like kind of in a newer, fresher, refresh format. Like it's like we're entering in a whole new era. I've been talking about this and discussing it, that we're entering into the next 25 years. Okay, 25 years has already been passed, right? 25 years been passed, from Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, right? PC gaming. 25 years has already been passed. Now we're heading into a whole new 25 years. Okay, we are currently in year 1 in 2026. So we're starting to really see what's going on, like big changes, what's been happening. Again, across all three. I don't have a Nintendo topic, right? But let me just talk about this just a little bit real quick, because again, this is like the whole like rebranding phase. Like you see again, Xbox is putting out new logos. Nintendo is also doing the same thing. Don't think Nintendo is okay and they're fine, they're wonderful, which they're not, because even for them, they realize like, yeah, we got a whole bunch of adults liking our console, but the problem is they don't have kids leading the way in the next 25 years of the generation. Because like, again, when you start seeing these Pokemon events, this Pokemon scalpers, you start seeing a lot of I don't know if you have noticed that a lot of these Nintendo trailers is a lot of adult teenager kids, not really so much of like little kids, like elementary school, 6th grade kids, 8th grade kids. Like, they're not really talking or playing Nintendo products or playing any of their games. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. So I'm thinking what they're doing is their strategy is they're trying to refresh their own brand as well, and as well as their own first party titles as well. Like, again, we're seeing the Mario movie, right? They're going to start planning on making another Star Fox and this and that. They're trying to refresh their brand and refresh their gaming IPs and identities to the next 25 fucking years, because I'm like, a Mario and all this stuff, it ain't gonna save Nintendo. Right? So they're going to need to bring something new, and they're going to have to refresh their identity and their brand and their characters. They're going to have to do so, right? In order for you to survive. And I'm liking what I'm seeing for Xbox. They really are refreshing the brand. Hopefully PlayStation will get their refresh or something like that, or whenever they do, but they definitely need a rework, a refresh for the next 25 years. But again, I liking the logo, looking good. Went from this to this. I'm liking this. I'm digging this. This looks really, really good. Hopefully I could add it to the background. Yeah, and then look at that. We are Xbox. Yes, we are Xbox. This looks good. It looks really good. Okay, moving on to the last bit before we start transitioning, making our way towards PlayStation and all the things about PlayStation, what's been going on over there, because it's not been looking good lately at all. So Xbox is officially reevaluating what to do about exclusivity. Now, I'm gonna put a stance on this, okay? I'm gonna let everybody know where I stand with this, okay? I still believe that they should be putting games across every platform, okay? I'm not one of those people that are like, trying to cheer and be like, yeah, go back to exclusive and stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and say, like, again, as a business, I think they're going to do time exclusive. I think so. But as a consumer, right, I think exclusivity is fucking stupid, in my own opinion, because it's not really about exclusive. It really is about, again, what games are you making on your platform that's going to bring people in? It doesn't matter if you have a franchise that's been around for a fucking decade. The question is, are we going to have people even interested in that fucking game, or has changed? So really, it's not about exclusive. It really is, what game and what type of game are you going to make that's going to bring people into your platform? That's the main thing. It's not exclusivity. It's more of like, you're not like the market has changed, right? Put it like this way, for example, like a better way like this. Look at the past 25 years, right? Think about Blockbuster, right? Back then, it was really to us when we was kids, when we was little, right? And our parents bring us to Blockbuster or whatever video, whatever, that you go rent your games or buy your games, right? Remember that time period where you go out there, you go pick what you want, you take it home and you watch it, right? It was like great, you know, you had it about a week and then you return it back and you go get something else, right? Look at that last 25 years, right? Did Blockbuster last for 25 years? No, they have fumbled the ball because guess what? Netflix came in and made things even more convenient, right? We have, you know, again, digital games just made it more convenient that we don't have to run out to the store or to the mall, to Best Buy or whatever. We don't have to run out there all the time right away to go get a physical copy while we could just buy the digital version already in our console, right? It was just the transition of ease of use, the convenience of, hey, if I can buy this game at home, that's great for me because guess what? I may have other things to do around my house and I may not want to waste gas or jump in the car, right? We've seen gas prices going up. So if I don't want to waste gas on some stupid shit for one game or one piece of plastic, hey, that saves on gas money. I don't have to run out there, wait in line and all this bullshit. I can just conveniently turn on my system or turn on my PC and just buy the games that I want. It's just the ease of use of just like, look, man, if I wanted to open up this and say, look, let's say like this, like, let's say, okay, you know, I got Game Pass. I can easily just go on here, click one button and just install the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that easy, right? Just like as much as like right here with Steam, it's so powerful because it's like, look, they're giving me a home page. They're giving me a, you know, community. They're giving me my profile. Here's all the stacks of games that I have right here that I purchased, right? I purchased mouse and it's just like one easy install and boom, I got the game and I can start playing the game right now. The ease and convenience of use, right? That's how it is. It's fucking easy. And the point is, what I'm trying to say is that during the course of those 25 years, as Blockbuster begins to see Netflix starting to eat away their stuff and a lot of people stopped going to Blockbuster, what happened, right? You know, they kind of collapsed because they didn't like either change or adapt. They could have changed and adapt, but they was too late. They just thought like, yeah, people are gonna just keep, you know, coming to our, you know, Blockbuster physical store and go rent out all these movies, and that's not the case anymore, you know. And now we are in 2026. Blockbuster not around, but Netflix is still here. But again, now the real question is, we are entering into the next 25 years. So we're going into the next 25 years. What are you going to do? Because whatever games that you made back in 25 years ago may not be the same games that people really care or really gives a fuck about if you're not making games right now for the customer and consumer, right? Like, hello, you know. And like, again, the whole exclusivity thing is fucking stupid. It's not exclusivity, it's about what you're making for the game to bring people into your thing. It's not about exclusive, it's the games that you're making. Because if you're making the, like, gone the days of, like, I think, remember like early 2010 2011 where people was just spending money just to spend shit. Like, they were just spending on all these knickknacks, gadgets, gizmos, all this microtransaction bullshit, right? And then now we're entering into, you know, 2025. Shit is expensive out there. Rent went up, you know. Shit is real right now, you know. And now you start seeing people changing their behavior of their hobbies and their engagement and their interests. Now they're at the point where it's like, Look, I don't give a fuck whether Gran Turismo been on here from all the way back from PlayStation 1. If Gran Turismo fucking 8, the next one is going to be the same bullshit, and I gotta pay for $80 and there's nothing really new in that fucking game, I can care less of buying that game, because guess what? I could be spending money on this game over here that they're offering me, that I could do whatever the fuck I want. I can go anywhere that I want, and I can do shit for $80. That's where we're at. Like, people are really picking, choosing their games wisely. So a lot of people are not like going to be hopping on the bandwagon being like, yeah, you know, like this is the hottest shit right now. But here's the deal. Is it worth my time? And is it really worth my money? Right? For example, right, we just seen that you know, right, this mouse game, right? Now I said it's $30. That's not bad. I can spend $30 to play this game and have a really good time with it, and that's fine. It's worth my time. It makes sense because I have a fucking handheld. I'm playing this on my Xbox ROG Ally handheld, so I'm paying for money, but I'm making wise decisions on, hey, if I got a handheld, this looks great on my handheld to play, than playing it on my PC. And that's what I'm choosing to do. But again, everything has to fit together. Just like how, again, Crystal Idol Theater, I finished this game, I love this game, and this game only costs like $18. $18 for a first-person shooter game? That's no brainer. Hey, I could put money on that. It looks really good. I had a great time with the shooting mechanics. Is it perfect? Is it like, you know, whatever? No, but you know what? I enjoy myself. I wouldn't mind seeing another game like this. Right? Now we go to this right here. Now we're thinking about games like, again, like let's say, for example, like Starfield. So some people will like to pay for Starfield, some people don't. But this is where you got to ask yourself these questions, like, is it worth paying Starfield for $70 for all this stuff that I can do, or should I just say maybe I should just hold on to my $70 and wait for Elder Scrolls 6, or say, hey, I should spend that $70 on Fallout 4? Because again, you got to ask yourself these questions. I can't answer it for you, but I'm just throwing it out there. You have to think and use your brain, saying, is it really worth this and that? To me, it's worth it because of these things. If it's not worth it to you, if it doesn't make sense to you, just don't buy it. You know, I say buy the things that you know is going to be worth your money and your time. That's where we're at right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the timeline and the gaming stuff, which is good, because you know what? I sat there and said, this is good. Why these things are good being digital? Because now things are being digital. Now people are going to be more and more cautious into buying these games and purchasing them. So that means on their end, whether it's Xbox, PlayStation, or even Nintendo, okay, or even PC, you know, developers and stuff, they're gonna have to really show that, hey, these games are worth your time and money, and we're gonna make sure that we're gonna do our utmost best to sell this to you and to give you an experience that you will enjoy for years to come. Good. We're going back to the days of where now they're really trying to earn your dollars. Okay, we've seen Capcom coming out here doing shit. You know, now going back on the topic of Xbox, now again, like I said earlier, I think what they're doing is they are going to evaluate like certain games that are going to be exclusive, and most likely might be time exclusive, or they might pull a Capcom where they said, okay, we're going to make Gears of War E-Day exclusive to the Xbox, but we're gonna still make a remake of the old Gears of War game, and we'll put it across on all platforms. They may do something like that. That makes sense, right? They're doing like a Capcom's doing, where Capcom is remaking games and also putting new entries into the games, right? Putting new stories and stuff like that. So they're doing both at the same time, and they're selling it across on all platforms. Xbox could most likely take that approach, where, I mean, we already see Gears of War Reloaded, right, going towards PS5, but again, they might say, hey, for Gears of War E-Day, we're gonna just make that into an Xbox exclusive only, but we'll just keep the remaking, like the old game, like Gears of War 2, we'll put it across on all platforms and including PS5. They may do something like that. They may do back and forth, or they can go with the time exclusive, but I don't think they're going to be taking it extremely outright. And then on top of that too, remember, Xbox also is underneath is under Microsoft, which is the Windows and stuff like that, Windows 11. So I know they're not going to be like, oh, we're not going to put no more, we're going to stop putting games on PC. It'd be stupid. Like, again, they already have, if Xbox is doing with this whole Game Pass, right? Game Pass, and then you have all this stuff. Hold on. Then we go to the plan right here, right? Yeah, see, like again, if they're doing like consoles and they also doing, again, PC Game Pass, I'm pretty sure they're not going to stop like putting games onto the PC platform to make money. It'd be stupid, right? Because you're just going to leave money, on the table. You don't want to leave money on the table. Like, it's stupid. From a business standpoint, it's stupid. So personally, to me, I think this is a strategy moving forward where, again, Call of Duty is going to be on all platforms. Then like certain games or exclusive, they might say, well, we're doing Gears of War remake. We did reload it. We put it on PS5. Let's just do Gears of War E-Day. We'll make that exclusively towards PC and Xbox, whatever. We don't bring that to PlayStation. And then when we do another remake of Gears of War, Gears of War 2, we'll throw that over there for the PS5, and then the next Gears of War entry will just make it into PC and Xbox exclusive. They can do that, and then they may say, okay, well, the first Gears of War E-Day, we'll make it, we'll have it to be time exclusive, and we'll put it over there eventually. Like it'll be later down the road. I think that's what their plan is moving forward. That's what they're doing. I mean, look at Halo Combat Evolved, right? They're not putting that much effort. They're just putting in a single player game, and they're just putting it over there for PS5, and that's it. They're not putting in no multiplayer, none of that stuff. They're just putting Combat Evolve, reamp. That's about it. So I'm thinking that's what they're going to do. And I guess they're gonna do that for Halo 2. They're gonna remake that game. They're gonna, again, put it across on all platforms, but they're just gonna make it campaign only, this and that, and then they're just gonna port it over there for PS5. But for like the new Halo, it's probably gonna be PC and Xbox, exclusive or whatever, right? I guess that's what their plan is doing. If I'm not mistaken or whatever, I think that's their plan moving forward. So again, I don't know, but personally, I think it's stupid because they're just making fucking money. I mean, you don't see Capcom crying about, oh well, their Resident Evil 9 was selling so extremely well on PC, more than what Xbox and PlayStation combined can't even reach that. PC players, PC gamers have carried Resident Evil 9, but you don't see like Capcom crying and say, oh well, I guess we're gonna make Resident Evil 10 an exclusive on PC and fuck all these consoles. You don't see Capcom crying about that shit. They're like, no, we're just gonna make it all across all platforms. They don't give a fuck how big the player base here, how low the player base is. All about, are they buying our game? Are they getting, are they spending money on our products? Yes, they're perfectly fucking fine. They're happy. They're not crying about that shit. Just like how Square Enix is a bigger publisher, right? They taking deals, with the whole exclusivity deals, right? How did Rebirth did? How did that do on PlayStation? Didn't do so well. It didn't do so well. It didn't cover the budget of, the budget of whatever, how much of that budget of that game that they put out for that AAA title for that remake for Rebirth. It didn't cover that, so they had to put it on across on PC, and then they're gonna put it on Xbox so they can cover the costs. I told you, they, like, again, exclusivity is dumb as fuck. But again, they're reevaluating. I think, like, again, they're gonna try to find a balance or strike a balance between, you know, time exclusive, or whatever. They're gonna have to organize, figure that out. But again, I don't think it's gonna be like completely exclusive like PlayStation, what they're doing over there, because it's hurting them. It really does hurt them. So let's see, because again, Starfield came over there, it did some pretty good numbers, and some people telling us, oh, it failed, and get the fuck out of here, right? I'll put an example, right? Because this is more related to this right here with the whole exclusivity deal. This is more related. If you look right here, right? Clair Obscura Expedition 33 hits 8 million sales. Okay? In first year shows AA games is stronger than ever. Yeah, this is a AA game where the budget was more focused and tight. They cut where they need to cut, they put things where they need to put, and they really organize it and making sure that this budget wasn't a balloon budget, over budget. They made sure that budget was pretty small, nice and tight. They made it more AA, and they just did a more focused, you know, driven, you know, turn-based game. Okay? And these are ex-devs from Ubisoft, and they are able to hit 8 million in sales. 8 million in sales in a year. And I think even when I was reporting on this, right? I was reporting on this, and they made over 3 million. Okay? And then the difference is, like, when you start seeing like Stellar Blade, you know, thriving on PC, 1 million copies sold in 3 days, you know, versus this, it's like, it's a crazy difference. But here's the difference, right? This is what Xbox did, which I think is smart to do, other than what PlayStation is doing, because PlayStation has hurt studios. They have hurt it shift up, and I'll get to that. But what Xbox did was, look, we're not gonna buy your studio. We're not here to buy up another studio, put you under our umbrella branch, right? They simply said, look, we'll help you, we'll cut you a check, and we'll help you with the marketing. All we ask for is for you to put Clair Obscura Expedition 33 and put it on Game Pass for whatever amount of time, and we'll do this for you. Okay? And they said you could put it across on all platforms as well, which didn't hurt them at all. They said, no, you, even though it's on Game Pass, you can still put this game on PS5. You can still put it on our Xbox. You can still put it over there at the Nintendo if you want to, and you can still put it on PC. All we ask is, can you put this game on Game Pass, you know, day and date? That's all we ask. And I'm pretty sure they said, you know what? Okay, we can work with that. That's a good deal. That means we're not going to get hurt by it. We're putting it on Game Pass, and we can still sell it across on all platforms as well. And guess what? It was a success, and it was game of the fucking year. Easy. And now, about a year later, but coming up towards the anniversary, they look at this. They sold the Expedition 33 hits 8 million in sales. 8 million in sales, and this was a AA. This was a fucking success. Fucking success. This is the type of exclusivity that I don't mind them, like, I don't mind Xbox doing. Just, you don't have to go out there and buy the whole studio. You don't have to make this like, this is only exclusively for Xbox for whatever certain amount of time, like 5 years, 6 years. Don't put it nowhere else. No, just, they simply said, look, this is what the Xbox team said. Just like, look, no, this is what Phil Spencer said, we'll help you out. We'll do all this stuff. We'll market it and all that stuff. All we ask you to do is just put this game on Game Pass day and date. That's it. You can still sell it on PlayStation 5, PC, and on Xbox and everywhere else if you want to. You can go and do so. They said, okay, hey, we're taking it. And look, successful game of the year, did what they need to do. Now we're heading into PlayStation. how they have hurt the sales of Shift Up with Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade was supposed to be across on all platforms, but Sony came in, did the little money hack, right? Money hatting, like, yeah, come to our platform. We got 90 million console sales and they will love this game and blah blah blah, right? And I've already put the report on there. I remember when that came out with the sales of Stellar Blade, right? There was no controversy, no anything. Everything seems to be pretty damn good. Okay, you know, we got the typical haters, right? And we got the typical, like, you know, praising it. And the game does look good. It looks good, right? It looks fun. It looks like a great game to play. There's nothing wrong with this game, okay? Now, during that time, it was what, like about 80 million console sales, 88 million console sales, right? Let's just say 90 for the sake of argument. So there was 90 million console sales on the PS5, way more than Xbox and Nintendo. They have a lot of consoles, okay, was sold in the wild across the globe. So how did Stellar Blade do when it was an exclusive title? Remember, this game was exclusively on the PlayStation 5 before they even reached towards PC, before it even reached to PC or any other platform. This was an exclusive strictly for the PS5 only. All the marketing, everything was done by Sony PlayStation themselves. Okay, how many copies did they sold? They only sold 1 million fucking copies out of 90 million consoles that the PS5 has. 90 million PS5 owners out there. Only 1 million players have brought the game Stellar Blade. So 90 million minus 1 million, how much is that? Oh, that's 89 million. So 89 million players didn't give a fucking rat's ass about Stellar Blade. Then when it came onto PC, which we already seen this right here, which it sold 1 million less, it sold 1 million in 3 days. That's 2 million. Did we not see this pattern? I told you, PlayStation just keep doing stupid, dumb shit. What they should have done was just make this game. What they should have done was just put this game onto their subscription service and put it on the highest tier. Say, hey, if you got the highest tier of whatever PSN, you can get access to Stellar Blade, the whole game, and you could play it. Like, you know how many people will be subscribing to PSN right now? They'll be playing the fuck out of this game. You know, PlayStation money would have went up. They would have got players subscribing, going up to the higher tier to play it. Then you got people on PlayStation would have brought it. And if like, again, if they went to the Xbox way and put it across all platforms, they would have had more than 2 million copies. They would have probably had 3, 4, 5 million copies easily. But no, they fucking hinder Shift Up developer so fucking bad and shaft them that their next game, when they come out, they're saying no to Sony deal. They're saying no, we're not taking the Sony deal. No, we lost money. We lost money and we lost our customers. So our next game, we're gonna make sure that game is going to be multi-platform. That's what Shift Up, and that's what the dev and the team is saying. They lost fucking money. Look, if you go over here and like again, the last report when Expedition first came out, before it was 8 million, guess how much they sold across all the platforms? About 3 million fucking copies. They sold 3 million copies. And this one right here, Stellar Blade, which it looked really promising, looks like it could sell 3, 4, 5 million copies. Guess what? PlayStation fucking hindered them, and they only sold 1 million copies on the PS5 platform. And 89 million consoles out there or players don't give a fuck about Stellar Blade. They never give a fuck. But then when they put it on PC, sold 1 million copies, sold less than 3 days. Imagine if it was on Xbox right now. Probably would have done another fucking million copies. So they would have made 3 million copies. Or even more, or 4 million copies. This is what I'm saying. PlayStation just keep doing stupid fucking shit every time. And hurting developers and devs. Don't take my word for it. I'm just letting you know. That's the reality of it. You see, this is the difference between Xbox doing the right way of exclusives, which they said, look, just put it on Game Pass and you can sell it across everywhere else. That's all they said. And that's the right way to do it. And they got 8 million. What now? They're probably at what, like 2 to 3 million right now, and we're in year 2. We're in like what, year 1 and 2 right now. They should have been had fucking 5, 6, 7 million copies already. This could easily done 5 million copies, but no. PlayStation just do a lot of stupid shit. Wanted money, hack, acted like, oh, it's exclusive, it's gonna sell well, and it didn't sell well. They lost a whole bunch of money, and Shift Up says, hey, our next game, we're going to make sure that our next game, our next sequel, we're putting it across on all platforms day and date. We're not taking the Sony deal. We're not doing it. Not doing it. Moving on, more bad PlayStation news. It's just my God, it just keeps getting worse. It's like every time when I report about PlayStation shit, it's never be good. It's always something fucking bad or something, you know, fucking stupid. Firing, shutting down studios, starting Bloodborne the movie, which it sounds cool on paper, but how those PlayStation gamers feeling? They're not happy. They are not happy at all. They want a fucking game. They want a patch. They want 60 FPS. That's what they want. And they're not getting it. Yosei Yoshida was fired because of Jim Ryan's shenanigans. And now we got this right here, which nobody's not really talking about it because everybody is fucking quiet. And especially the other topic as well. They are real fucking quiet. This one right here is like, oh well, it's a bug. It's a bug. PS4 is expiring timer sparks DRM concerns. Here's what we know so far. So basically, there was a known leaker, I believe. Hold on, I think they got it up. Yeah, okay. So this is on X, okay? I don't have Twitter, right? But this is on X. This guy right here is the guy who did the 60 FPS patch for Bloodborne until Sony shut that shit down. All right. So he's digging through the files and all the code, you know, in the Sony PlayStation, you know, when these updates get rolled out, and he's digging in. And then he comes to find out that this is hugely terrible. DRM has been rolling out on to all PS4 and PS5 digital games. Every game you buy now requires an online check in every 30 days. If you buy a digital game and you don't connect your console to the internet for 30 days, your license will be removed. And this is and look, if he's fucking saying this, and remember, this is the guy who did a unofficial patch, the unofficial patch of Bloodborne running at 60 FPS, which is absolutely possible to do, which Sony ain't gonna fucking do. They much rather just do Bloodborne the fucking movie, which is like, again, it sounds cool, it is great, but it's like, you know, we're gamers at the end of the day. We want to play games. We don't want to just watch movie games. We want to play and purchase these games and have a good time with them. And this is the guy who did that until Sony came through and just shut them the fuck down. It's possible to do it on PC, because of emulation and shit. So if I'm gonna take anyone with face value, like this is some serious shit, this is not some fucking bug, this is a person right here I can probably take seriously and be like, oh shit, like if this is the person who did the Bloodborne patch and try to make it 60 FPS for all these gamers out here and players, and he's digging through these codes and he's finding out this shit, I'm gonna take his word for this. I am taking his word for it. This is fucking terrible. I told you, man, like, again, the digital future is here and now, you know? Like, again, you should have listened to Gamesta. You know, buy all the games what you need. Yep, you know, buy your retro games what you need, but you know, like, motherfuckers don't want to listen to me, you know. So yeah, this is the digital future that we're living in now. See, for me, I personally, I'm not gonna sit here and act like, you know, or pretend like, again, I know for even on PC we're in this too as well. So like, again, I purchase my digital stuff all right here, but I'm purchasing it mainly on Steam. Do I have other digital purchase in other places as well, like Epic Games, this, that, or whatever, and Windows? Sure, I do, right? My main purchase is here and whatever, and GOG. But other than that, I know they got DRM to that shit, so anything can fucking happen. I mean, we already seen Ubisoft and what they do, which we'll get to that later towards the end of the video. But for this is bad, because it's like, what the fuck? If you purchase the game, you should be able to just play the game what needs to be played and played it offline. And I think you can even, I remember, if I'm not even mistaken, remember when the whole maintenance and whatever service, like, you know, PlayStation was down for about a week and a half, right? It was down and it was on the weekend, like people want to play their games and do that stuff and they couldn't, and people was telling me like, oh, we can play the game offline, we can play, and I think that wasn't the case, because there was like certain people, if you didn't had a certain switch like turned on or something like that to play the game offline or whatever, you couldn't even play it at all. So if you didn't have that option to check, you was unable to play or download games, period. Because if you don't have that option checked, then your game wasn't able to even run a game, let alone play a game. I remember a long time ago this wasn't the case. Back on like early like PlayStation 3 era, like if you wanted to still play the game offline, even if their servers was down, you was still able to do that. You was still able to play single player games, because the data and the disc that was already downloaded onto your driver or whatever, or it was on the disc already, you can just play the game even without an internet connection offline. You was able to still play it and have a good time. You just can't get access to the online service. Now we're at the point where they barely even put any data on the fucking disc. It's just a digital license key. And if you don't have like certain options or switches on, you can't even play it offline. Or even if there was a network was down, you couldn't even play it. You couldn't even do shit. It was like a worthless CD. And that's where we're at right now. So this is right here is no shock or surprise about it. I'm not shocked or surprised about this. But again, it's bad for the PlayStation community out there that's, you know, having these consoles, bragging about like, oh look, Sony cares about us. These motherfuckers don't care. Xbox don't give a fuck. Nintendo don't care. PlayStation don't care. Okay, none of these motherfuckers don't care. Okay, they don't. You know. And again, like, we're living in 2026. We're not living in early 2000s, bro. These motherfuckers is still on nostalgia trip. Like, bitch, do you not realize we're in 2026? Like, shit has fucking changed. Shit has changed. For better or for worse, shit has changed. And this right here is fucking scary. But again, a lot of people say, it's a bug, it's a bug, it's a bug. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Like, again, like, again, I don't trust Sony at all. I don't trust none of these companies, what they do. If they do something good, great. But if they do something shady and something like that, bro, I'm gonna protect myself. I'm not gonna fucking damage control and say, no, motherfucker. Hell no, man. Just like when Game Pass went up when price, right? Remember when Game Pass prices was up? It was high. What did they do? They either unsubscribe or they lower down a tier or whatever, right? That's what people was doing. They either unsubscribe or they go back all the way down to the lowest tier, and that's it. That's what they fucking did. They either went from here or they lowered it all the way back down to essential, or they just unsubscribe completely. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta protect yourself in your wallet, bro. Shit, man, I'm protecting myself. I'm not on these bandwagoners like be like, yeah, you know, like it's a bug. No, motherfucker. If I see something fucking shady and stupid, man, I'm protecting myself. Fuck that. I'm unsubscribing and voicing my opinion, saying, bitch, this is bad. Game Pass, I remember, again, they raised their prices of their console shit, right? Old ass consoles, they was raising it up. That's bad. The fuck? That's not good. That's bad. Good when if you want to resell it and you don't want to deal with the console anymore, you want to move on, hey, you get your money back. But in terms of like gaming and the community and stuff like that, it was bad for everyone. It was like, what the fuck are you doing? It's stupid. This is like old ass hardware. It's just like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, to tie in with this, what's been going on with this right here with the DRMs, I tell you one thing, those PlayStation fucking fanboys out there, man, they are super quiet about this right here, which is they're not even talking about this. AGN is not fucking talking about it. Dreamcast guy is not even talking about this. This is even more bad. If you thought this shit was bad, this is nothing compared to this. PlayStation age verification begins to roll out in the UK and Ireland. And you know what this means? That means when PS6 comes out, a lot of these people that are in these areas like the UK and Ireland, I tell you one thing, they are not going to be in no rush anytime soon to purchase a PS6. They are not. I'm telling you this shit right now. And I put this on God, because this is fucking even worse. Why would you want to do this? And like age verification, meaning that it will lock you out on chats and stuff like that, because this is what the fuck you're going to be dealing with in your fucking screen. Look at this shit. This is terrible. This is terrible. Look at this. Age verification required certain features on the PlayStation. And this is in the UK, and this is not okay. Like they want to dox children. Like, again, like rule number one in any country, rule number one is you shouldn't be giving out your passport or your ID to anybody, period. Not even the government themselves. Even if they created it, you shouldn't be handing it out to anybody. That is your personal information. That is your safety. Because you don't want motherfuckers to know where the fuck you live. It's just like this. You don't want somebody to know about your name and your address and your mail shit, because you don't want somebody to show up at your fucking house or try to rob you or try to do something to you. And this right here in the UK is bad. Like, yo, I think that fucking dude that's in charge that says like, oh, everybody should have a digital ID and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure he's definitely into that pedophile shit. I'm pretty sure he's one of those group of people that's pulling the strings for kidnapping, saying, yeah, we're gonna have more kidnappings to happen. I'm pretty sure he's behind it, for sure. Because if he's doing shit like this, you are definitely behind this. Because why would you do this? It's just like, why would you? It's just like, if my kid has an ID, why would my kid want to hand the ID to a stranger or to a friend at the school or to somebody? You should not be doing that in the first place anyway. And now they blocking access to this like that. I'm telling you right now, if you thought this DRM was bad, it's bad. It's bad. This is even worse. Imagine if it was rolled out here in the United States. You think the next PS6 sales is gonna be like, oh man, everybody's gonna go out there and buy a PS6? Hell no. Hell no. Most of those motherfuckers that if they see this type of shit, they're like, wait, what? I gotta put my photo ID and all this bullshit? Nah, bro. Nah. We're not doing this. we're not doing this. What happened to the days of just here's a console, you know, you turn it on, you play it, and you just have a good time? The days of just like, I'm just going on there just having a good time playing my games. Now we're at the point where they want your fucking address, your name, all of your fucking information. It's fucking crazy. And all these people and all these fucking YouTubers are fucking extra quiet. They're extra quiet about this. Like, again, I didn't have this ready. You know how this works. I'm sorry. But I gotta show this because it's like, again, they're extra quiet about this. But I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? Where's all the videos about this type of shit? Look at this. Got facial scan with look. PlayStation is furious over updates. They don't want to give PS5 our. Yep. See, look, even he's talking about it. But again, the typical suspects. Where is Dreamcast guy? Right? All this bullshit about PlayStation this and, you know, Xbox is dead, all this shit, blah blah blah, all this bullshit, right? Where's the age verification? He's talking about the DRM shit, but he ain't talking about the PS5 age verification in the UK and Ireland. He's not even talking about that. Not even AGN, another goofy ass gamer. This goofy ass femboy, look at this. All he does, where's the age? Look, he only talks about the DRM, but you see right here, more PlayStation DRM, but he ain't talking about the PS5 age verifications. Oh no, he's not talking about that. Extra quiet. And we already know the last goofy motherfucker, Marlin Gaming. Marlin Scamming Nation. Is it? No, not Marathon Game. Marlin. This one right here. Marlin Scamming Nation. The scammer. And you can see right here, there's not even a whiff of his live stream mentioning anything about no age verification about PlayStation, nothing like that. He's fucking quiet. He's not even bringing that up. Not even in his live streams. None whatsoever. None. I'm telling you, bro, these are some fake. I'm telling you, these are some fake ass gamers out here, man. They are willing to scam motherfuckers and try to put you in a fucked up situation. Look, this is scary. Look at this. Look at this. Use facial scan or ID. Select next. You think I trust Sony with my fucking ID and shit? Look, ain't motherfuckers should learn this lesson already on the PlayStation platform? 90 million console sales. Ain't like a long time ago with all that the PlayStation network was down, PlayStation data got hacked, and fuck, even for fuck's sake, even like, again, even the Crunchyroll data leak. Look at this. And this Crunchyroll and Funimation came together, and guess who owns it? Sony PlayStation, Sony themselves. Look at this shit. Crunchyroll officially responded to report claimed that 100 gigabytes of user data leak. and they got leaked again. And people are paying money, subscription service money, okay? Subscription prices like this to fucking Crunchyroll. And your data, your information, and all of your shit get leaked or get fucking hacked. So like your credit card, your address, and this. After a while, it just gets sick and tiring. That's why a lot of people are just going back to pirating shit. They're going back to just watching free movies online and pirating shit, because like these companies cannot keep your identity and your data safe. They always want to sell our shit, and they're making a profit off of us and our shit. We're getting spam calls, this, that. People either use our credit cards and this and that, address and shit. Like, this shit is fucking wild. This is not good. And PlayStation, again, they had credit cards and leak information in the past. Remember that? Sony's like, oops, we're sorry, and then we're gonna learn from it. And they haven't fucking learned. Look, I got a brother at the job, Raphael. He does not put not a single fucking credit card information on the PlayStation 5 console. Not even on his PS4. After that day when his shit got leaked and somebody either ramped up his fucking credit card or whatever, he said never again. He still has a PS5 and a PS4. I'm telling you right now, he's not even putting in any information. Luckily for me, I deleted. I kind of deleted Crunchyroll from a long time ago. I said I'll never use Crunchyroll again. I unsubscribe and I delete the account. That was like 2, 3, 4 years ago. Like 4 or 5 years ago. I've been pirating shit. I just been on the pirate shit because, like, again, like it's no point of paying these companies and they can't even keep your shit safe. And this is still from Sony. And now they're talking about age verification. Like this is like PlayStation users are now being asked for age verification mandatory to the UK and Ireland. I'm telling you right now, PS6 and their sales is not going to be nowhere near like PS5. It's going to be even less, even more less. Like again, this is just a shot in the fucking foot. One fucking shotgun shell in the chamber, and then here's the second one right here. This is another one going to be right in the chamber. Boom, just shot themselves in the fucking foot. It's ridiculous. Luckily we don't got it coming over here, but don't be surprised it'll be coming over here next. Don't be fucking surprised. Don't be fucking surprised. It is scary ass times, bro. We need to start fighting back because this is getting ridiculous. It's out of hand and it's out of pocket. Out of hand, out of pocket, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this shit right now. I think either I came up to Gabe or Gabe came up to me, but shout out to Gabe. If you are watching this video, shout out to you. You know, I either I went up to him or he went up to me, but I went up to him when I was talking and stuff like that. Yo, Gabe fucking told me straight up and say, look, man, I ain't buying no fucking PS6. Nope, I'm not doing it. He's saying I'm going straight to PC. I'm like, shit. That's the best decision you ever make in your life. Go on PC. What the especially like this type of shit right here. This and this the fucking DRM. It's time for you to get the fuck out of there. It's time for you to get the fuck out of there. It's like it is no point, because like I'm telling you right now, it's some fucking scary ass times over there at PlayStation. These are not good times. These are bad times for PlayStation. PlayStation is going in a downwards trend, not going up, it's going down. And this right here, I'm telling you, that PS6, the next PS6, the next PS6 sales is not going to be the same like PS5. It's going to be even worse, even lower than the PS5 because of this bullshit right here. Because I guarantee you, the UK people ain't going to be dealing with this type of bullshit next generation, and especially the Ireland people, they definitely ain't gonna be putting up with this shit. They say nah, nope, I ain't dealing with this. They're not doing it. We gotta go move on to this one right here before we wrap before we move on to the next couple of things right here. But man, let me tell you something right here, man. I had to go down here, man, because this is what you know, shout out to Gamesta, right? You know, Gamesta, you made a video, right? Yo, you just gotta look at the defense right here. Like, this is funny. Oh my god, the Xbox community is just using this situation to make the PlayStation look bad because Xbox is not doing so good. They're not doing so good. What the fuck are we talking about? They lower down prices. They're doing their marketing campaign. Like, again, I know they're not perfect, and they're a corporation too, and they can do stupid shit as well. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll put my fucking foot down. It's like again, them raising the Xbox Series S and X prices, bro. If I was going out there looking for a console and they raised it, I would have said, fuck no, I'm not buying that. Fuck no, be stupid, right? Reevaluate. What are you talking about? This is the type of stupid shit that we got people in the PlayStation community. They will love to keep destroying PlayStation. Given the facts that we got this bullshit going on with DRM and this right here that nobody ain't talking about. Nobody ain't talking about this. And these motherfuckers are the same people defending this type of garbage. And I'm sitting here saying, are you high? Like, stop the cope. Like, yo, like, it's always be the cope. PlayStation is not doing good. They're on a downward trend. They're not doing so good. Bro, if I got a friend at the job, he's on PlayStation. He been on PlayStation for the longest time. Way longer than me. And if he's sitting there saying, he's sitting there telling me, saying, hey, yo, when PS6 comes out, I'm not getting PS6. I'm done. After this, when this generation ends, that's it for me. I'm going to move on to PC. That's what the fuck he's telling me. I didn't convince him or twist his arm or say, hey, go, you know, whatever. That's his decision. That's what he wants to do. I didn't twist his arm or make anything about it. I'm just stating my own opinions, and that's it. And if he's fucking telling me that, that's how you know PlayStation is in fucking trouble. And then talking about, oh, you are a fake gamer. Oh, I'm a fake gamer. Oh, and then I'm telling myself, like, yeah, and you look on his channel right here, he ain't got no fucking channel. He just joined 3 months ago. He ain't got no YouTube channel, no nothing. That's all it is. Just one of these alt accounts. No game, no nothing, no gameplay, no nothing. I'm like, look, it's 2026, nigga. If you ain't got no fucking gameplay footage, I don't want to hear shit about you in the gaming community. You ain't about that. I don't got a YouTube channel. It doesn't matter if you got a YouTube channel or not. It's like you could put out content easily. You could put out gameplay with no commentary. You don't have to use your voice. You could just literally put out gameplay footage. That's all it is. If you ain't doing it, I'm like, dude, your shit, your comments are irrelevant at this point. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Didn't mean to have it like that. But it's crazy, bro. It's like these people, these PlayStation ponies are like defending the fuck out of this shit. Like, it's crazy. Like, you guys gonna have to start stop defending this type of shit. This is like sad. And you know, I made my little joke, so I said, so PlayStation is dead and Xbox is very much alive. I just made a joke, you know, whatever. I don't care. But these ponies, Defense Force, yo, these people are fucking crazy, yo. Like, you guys gotta stop the cope. And then look at this. I don't have a YouTube channel, you goof. But if I did, I'll have more views and likes in your yeah, right. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Anybody can have a YouTube channel, bitch. It's not hard. If you already make a channel to watch shit, you can easily upload shit onto your channel. It's not that fucking hard, bro. You don't have to be a professional like me, bro. Just record gameplay and post it up and put whatever that you want on your playlist. That's your business. If you ain't got no gameplay footage of any of things like this, man, yo shit is irrelevant. Yo shit right here, your bullshit right here is irrelevant. It's fucking irrelevant. Because obviously he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Moving on from there, which we're probably gonna have to circle back anyway. More PS5, which is the PlayStation 5 live service fair games reportedly roasted in the recent alpha footage. Basically, this shit is pretty much cooked. They should just cancel it. Like, look, Sony, it's not hard to make money. It's not hard to do things right. If you know it's a live service game, is about to be turning into a free-to-play game, you did a pre-alpha test, and people are so bored and so done with it, they just quit the game altogether and they move the fuck on. They just don't care about this game. So the game is in a bad state. It is fucking trash, but they are still trying to release this shit. Sony, PlayStation, just fucking stop. You already shot yourself in the foot with this DRM shit. You already killed the sales for like Stellar Blade. You know, just hindering the studio of shift up sales and shit. You hindering that. You're shutting down fucking studios and shit. You're making a Bloodborne movie and you're putting DRM shit, and now you're putting the PlayStation age verification on your shit. This is not good. And now you're still trying to put out this fucking garbage live service. You need to stop. Stop it already. Just fucking stop. Like, bro, be like Xbox. Like, look at what they're doing. They're cutting down fucking prices. They're rebranding their shit. They're not shutting down studios left and right. Have they shut down studios? Yes. Has they laid off people? Yes, they have. To what extent? Do you think they're just doing it every single fucking year, every single fucking month? No, they still got more studios than what fucking PlayStation has. Xbox still got more studios, more games developing Xbox fucking games than it is fucking PlayStation. And they still got the fucking nerve to do this live service garbage, and you can't make a shooter game. You just can't. Just cancel the fucking game. Look at Concord. My God, yo. And look how's Marathon doing? How's fucking Marathon doing? Do you not see this shit? Look at this. Whoop. Ooh. Boop. It ain't doing so good, motherfucker. Like, Jesus Christ, like, bro, like, Xbox has better live service, and they got numbers going up and down. They're making fucking money. They know how to make a live service game. Xbox knows how to make a live service game, and they make it good, and it's fun. And it's enjoyable. But PlayStation can't seem to make a game to save their fucking life. Like, they're this bad. I guess back in the day when Sega says, yeah, Sony don't know how to make a fucking video game, it's fucking true. It's fucking true. You can see it right here. The proof is right here. Sony don't know how to make a fucking video game. But what about The Last of Us and what about God of War and all those people? And who was fucking helping them to do that stuff? It was none other than Yoshida. Okay, Yoshida was helping with Sucker Punch, with Ghost of Tsushima, fucking, you know, The Last of Us, all those fucking games. He was contributing in that factor. Now he got fired. He's gone by fucking Jim Ryan the Clown, and all these good people that used to be in there on PlayStation, they're all fucking gone. They're gutted. Look at them. They don't know how to make a fucking game to save their life. They don't know how to make a first-person shooter game. They don't know how to make a game that's appealing to customers. And this is going back to that whole bullshit of exclusivity. What fucking exclusivity? There's no such thing as fucking exclusivity. Are you stupid? There's no such thing as that. It's called, bitch, make a game that people want to fucking play. People fucking care about it. That's going towards all platforms. The Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation. Xbox got games that people want to fucking play and pay money. They can rival and go against third-party games. They can do so. They got the games that people want to play and they care about, and they're fucking buying it. We're seeing PlayStation gamers buying more Xbox games than even their first-party exclusive title games. Time and time fucking again. It's getting to the point where, yo, these people that are just like doing this shit right here, they're just doing this shit to destroy PlayStation. They just want to keep doing it to say, no, sweep it under the rug, let PlayStation destroy themselves. They're great, they're excellent, and seeing all of this bad shit that's been going on. Now you got this shit is getting roasted. Nobody gives a fuck about this alpha shit. They roast this shit to hell and back. They're saying fuck this game. And Marathon over here ain't doing so fucking hot. This is like a something, whatever amount of budget and shit that got ballooned, air balloon, and they can't even make their fucking money back. And guess who carrying this game? Marathon. Guess who's carrying it? You think PlayStation fans are carrying it? Hell no. Even at my friend at the, again, shout out to Gabe again. He even told me like, yo, my friend, you know, that I know, he loved Marathon. He been playing it and shit. I'm like, yeah. But guess what? I told him like, yo, I guarantee you he just one out of maybe like 5 of the motherfuckers are playing it, and the rest of them are moving on playing something else. They either playing Starfield, Crimson Desert, Mouse, Pragmata, Resident Evil 9. I guarantee you they're playing any one of those games than this fucking game. Okay? And again, we got the same goofy ass dude right here, the same goofy ass nigga was even on this one too. Talking all that shit. Say, Marathon, who cares how funny it is on the top chart? Where's Avowed? And I sat there and said, Avowed sold and did well. It's not like a $300 million budget like Marathon, which is absolutely insane. That's 300 fucking million or whatever fucking million, hundreds of millions of dollars. And how and the leading platform that's carrying Marathon is fucking PC. PC gamers are carrying it, not PlayStation. PC is carrying it, and they're sitting there saying, yeah, this game is fucking trash. And then we got the same clown who's also helping and contributing to destroying PlayStation as we speak. Not me, because I'm just telling you the truth and I'm just giving you a reality check. And like I said earlier in this video, I want PlayStation to have these changes like, hey, lower down PSN prices. That'll be great for them over there. I want them to have a rebrand or a refresh saying, hey, we're going to bring PlayStation back to the forefront. These are the things that we're going to change to really help and thrive to make PlayStation a better place to game overall for our customer fan base. You know, PlayStation gamers want to hear that. PlayStation gamers want to hear about their buying studios and they're investing smartly. They are going to diverse more of their first party game lineup. It's not going to just be third person over the shoulder mom and dad game. They're going to make an open world racing game, open world RPG games. They're going to start doing things flexible, different. You know, I want that for PlayStation. I think that's great. How's that fucking bad? Because I guarantee you, if any PlayStation fan, I was telling them this, like a real PlayStation fan, they'll sit there and tell me, wait, that's not bad at all. That's what we want for ourselves too. We want different types of games that they should be making. We want them to rebrand and make the shit better. We want them to lower down the PSN prices. How's that all fucking bad? That's all sounds like great fucking things to me. And I'm pretty sure even if Gabe was listening to me, he'll probably say, shit, I want this, I want the same thing for PlayStation 5 right now. And I don't blame the nigga. Shit, I don't blame him. I don't blame them. They should. But this is what we're getting, and this is the reality that we're getting. That's why I'm making these videos, so we can get a fucking wake-up call. Because of these fake-ass, phony, baloney gamers like this one right here saying some dumbass shit. And this is all I basically said right here. Like, again, ain't you learned your lesson from like High Guard when that got shut down less than a month? And then watch this. This is what you're gonna say. I see Death Stranding 2 goes the old day, no Gears Reloaded and blah blah Minecraft and stuff like that. And I was in here and he's trying to tell me that I lied and said it is so. Well, why you have to lie? Like, and I'm like, what? I'm lying? I said, like, who's lying? I didn't say Valve was breaking fucking record sales. It's so well on PlayStation. And I was supposed to meant, like, you know, PlayStation gamers have brought the game and they have played the game. It's sold across 3 platforms. Meanwhile, Marathon is sold across 3 platforms, and the vast majority of people who's playing the game and carrying it is fucking PC, not PlayStation. Fuck, like, oh my god, it's crazy. I just did a last report not that long ago. I did it last time. Oh my god, man. You don't know it did it. It has to make it. Look at this, man. Making up some garbage ass stories. Like, again, I know Valve is not the greatest game ever. I know that. I didn't sit there and say, yo, it's sold gangbusters, but it sold well. Their budget is not some $300 million balloon budget. They made their money. They sold it across on Xbox, PC, and on PlayStation 5, and they put it on Game Pass. They made money. Marathon has to rely on online service people to keep the game running. What happened to Concord? Nobody really was playing it. Nobody gave a fuck about it. And they shut down the game. Less than 14 days. Same thing with High Guard. Shut down less than a month. Done. And now we're seeing the same bullshit for Marathon right here. Just people are just getting done with this game and they're uninstalling it and playing something else. And spending their time. And this is where I tell you that these exclusive things, people are really spending they are really pick and choosing their games wisely. This generation, from the next 25 years, be expecting people are going to be picking and choosing their games very, very wisely. They're not just going to just drop $50, $70, $100 here. If this game is not good and it's not fun to play, why would I want to waste my time playing it? They're not. I'm telling you, these are the type of gamers that we're dealing with right now. Gone the days of like early 2000 days where they just spend money because we just got money to burn and we could throw at. Now in this economy and what we're living in right now, hell no. A lot of people are making big changes. Whether they're going to sell their console and go on PC, or they're going to find a different hobby, or they're going to go to their backlog and mess around with their games that they already have, or they're going to go to retro. That's what they're going to do. They're going to really pick their choosing games wisely. God. Look at this. I said, PlayStation gamers much rather play a Valve over Marathon. I bet more gamers are playing Starfield on PS5 than Ghost of Woke. And Ghost of Woke only sold like 3.3 million copies. And then look at this. Expedition 33 did how much again? And it was a exclusive on Game Pass. And it's already been about a year past and they did 8 million in sales. You got a AA game blow past Ghost of Yote 3.3 million copies, and this game was also helped and backed it up by none other than who? You think PlayStation did that? No, it was Xbox and Game Pass. They made it happen. The fuck? Goofy ass nigga. And then, like, again, and I told him, like, we're goodbye, stop the cap. And then I'm laughing and shit. How's Concord? Yeah, Concord. Oh, how's Fair Games? Oh yeah, roasted to hell and bad. They don't give a fuck about this shit. This game needs to be canceled. Yep. It's like stop coping. Yo, you're embarrassing yourself. Yo, embarrassed. Yeah, for real. You gotta stop coping. You're embarrassing yourself. And then I tried to explain like why is it, you know, so-called the best on whatever, which is funny. We can actually do that shit right now. Right? Let's go to the wow. I think it's still there. I think it's still there. Boom. Let's see. Okay, so here's PlayStation Store. Here's the Valve, 50 something dollars. Oh, would you look at that? That's 70%. And only what, 5% of people gave it a 1 star, 3% gave it a 2, 6% gave it a 3, 16% gave it a 4, 70% of people fucking gave it a 5. A little buggy. And look, but other than that, it's a really fun play. Yeah, there you go. You got somebody on here saying, yeah, it's a bit buggy, but you know, the game will crash sometimes in certain areas, but other than that, it's a really fun play. Simple as that. Boom. 70%. People still brought the game and still playing it, and they had a really great time playing the game and they have fun. Simple. And he said, what again? He said, Marathon, Concord of Valve, and Starfield sucks. Ghost of Yotei is a banger. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, banger, and banger, but yet banger, but got blown past by a AA studio, backed it up by Xbox, and it sold across all 3 platforms, and they made 80 million copies in sales. Meanwhile, PlayStation hindered the fuck out of Stellar Blade, only sold 1 million copies on the PlayStation 5. Maybe it might be up to 2. And then it sold even faster, even more on PC, and it's going even higher further. They probably could have had 6 million copies sold if it was on Xbox. But you know, PlayStation wants to be like PlayStation, and they always gotta hinder and rule in another fucking dev studio with their money and their sales. And that's why their next game, they're gonna go multi-platform. Yeah, explain that one to me. Exactly. Last but not least, with a little glimmer of hope, just a little glimmer of hope, we got Sorrow's gonna be coming out. It's gonna be dropping soon. So this game right here, again, is awfully quiet. I haven't heard anybody really talking about it or discussing it, but for what I have seen gameplay, I've seen reviews, it seems pretty good. I'm pretty sure it's gonna sell pretty well. I will hope so. The game doesn't look bad. It doesn't look woke. It looks pretty solid. It looks like Returnal. Now again, this is for people that if you like Returnal, you're gonna like this game. If you're not into the bullet thing, whatever, I totally get it, and that's fine. Okay, but it's going to be coming out 1 player, no co-op, which is kind of a shame. They should put co-op in this game. I think if they would have put co-op, this would be a lot of fun. But you know, this is, you know, that's Sony for you. But we'll see what happens, you know, like, you know, see if the sales did good and stuff like that. Hopefully the budget is reasonable and they can make the money back, right? So we're gonna have to wait and see. Again, I wouldn't be too shocked if this game did maybe slightly better than whatchamacallit, Returnal. I will be a little bit shocked. Well, I wouldn't be that shocked, but I'll be really surprised if it did, if it sold really, really well. Like, let's say if it did like 3 million copies, 4 or 5 million copies. If they can get up to like 3, 4 or 5 million copies, then I'll be like, okay, this one might got some legs. This one might can last long and stuff like that. But we're gonna have to wait and see with the sales. Given the fact that these third parties out here, I'm telling you, yo, these third parties gaming out here right now, these competition is crazy. There is some competition out here, and look, some people, again, on other platforms, right? Nintendo and PlayStation and Xbox. I think Xbox is well aware of this, and they're on it. PlayStation, they need to definitely start kicking things up into high gear and really be on it, because right now, for the amount of news that I just went through, and then you got this game coming out right around the corner, and it's been really awfully quiet. Like, there's not a lot of people are like really saying much about this game or really hype about this game. I haven't heard anything about this. So again, I watched the gameplay, I seen it. It looks good. Doesn't look bad. It doesn't look woke. It looks really good. We'll wait and see how the results will be when it drops in sales and see how it goes. So we'll wait and see. We'll see if PlayStation gamers are gonna, buy their game. And again, once again, shout out to Gamesta. When he says, buy your exclusive. He's absolutely fucking right. Buy your exclusive. Look, you see this? Buy your exclusive. If you are a real PlayStation fan. If you're not, if you're just a fanboy, just saying about all these PlayStation games and you're not buying it, you're not a PlayStation fan. You're just helping PlayStation to destroy PlayStation. And guess what? Xbox, since Xbox saying we're back, they really are appreciating all you PlayStation fucking fanboys into destroying the PlayStation fan base. Because you know why? Because you do not buy your exclusive. Buy your games. Buy your exclusive if you care about it. Right? Just saying. Buy it. So I'm just letting you know. I'm just saying. That's it. I didn't say anything negative about this game. I'm just gonna say we're gonna wait and see how it does in terms of sale. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look woke. It looks like a really pretty good fun game. We'll wait and see how the sales determine, because that's when the real gamers is going to be spoken. Okay, real gamers on PlayStation gonna be spoken up if they're gonna buy the game or not. Right? It's not that hard. Okay. It's not that hard. I mean, shit. Even if you see you already know. Like, again, I buy my Xbox games. I do. I play it and I buy it. I got Game Pass, and I do buy my Xbox games, which I do buy my certain ones. I brought Starfield. I already brought Forza Horizon 4. Gonna buy Forza Horizon 5 on Steam, and I'm gonna be pre-ordering and purchasing and buying for Forza Horizon 6, and I'm gonna buy 2 copies of that, like later on down the road. But I'm gonna try to buy 2 copies, probably even 3 copies of it if I can. 3 copies, because that game is really good, and I want to make sure that I'm able to still play that fucking game if I possibly can. So gonna make sure that I do. But again, I don't fuck around. I don't fuck around, man. You know how it is, man. You know. If you know, you know. Right? If you know, you know. You see me over here. I got PlayStation, and I haven't brought not one single PlayStation game, because I'm telling you, I'm done with PlayStation. I crossed the line in the sand. So I don't fucking play. Whatever I said and I talk, I really truly do mean it. So I'm about that life. Okay? So just want to make sure I'm not some phony baloney like, oh, you just... Nope. I really do cross the line in the sand. I'm not playing. I am not playing. So other than that, let's move on to our last 2, and then we'll wrap things up. So lastly, I should have put this up there at the top, but this was a showcase. I didn't get to record it or do a live stream on it or anything, right? A reaction. This is the ID and Xbox Spring Showcase. They did announce some games and stuff like that. There's some really great games. I'm not gonna go over it in this video. It's probably gonna take way too long and doing all that stuff, but we can go over and look at it quickly. But if you want to go check this out for yourself, I'll try to put the link down below in the description, so if you click on it, it'll take you to the video and you can go watch it for yourself and see all of the ID Xbox that's going to be coming towards the Xbox and as well as PC. So it was a really good showcase. There was some games there that did caught my interest. I did looked at it and seen it. Again, I didn't react to it, but if I have to pick a game that was like pretty interesting, I think it was like, again, this one right here, the solo leveling update trailer. I want to play solo leveling. This looks pretty fire. That's for me, because I have watched the show and I enjoyed the season 1 and season 2 of solo leveling. I can't wait for season 3. This one looks really interesting too. I like this concept, where it's kind of got that simulator one, but it also has a story as well, which is pretty interesting. I probably will look at it and see how it goes, and maybe I might decide to play on it, but it does look interesting. Again, this looks like another cozy game. Looks pretty cool. This should definitely be on Nintendo Switch too, especially. I do got Vampire Survivor, Vampire Crawlers. I'm not into the whole card-based thing. I might give it a shot. This one I was really interested in is called Vamp World. I looked at this game. This game looks really good. If you like Liza P universe and you want to get yourself into that, I think before you do that, I think you should play this game first to get yourself more into that, because it definitely has that Liza P to it. It definitely feels, and it not play like, but it does have that that kind of like that roguelike 2D side scrolling. It looks really good. It looks really amazing. So if you do like Liza P and you want to get yourself into Liza P, I suggest hold off on that. Play this one first and then go into Liza P. I think if you play both of these games in order, I think you're gonna have a really great time, because this one is going to be great for handhelds and it looks great. And this is something that is coming to Game Pass. I will be downloading it and playing it on my Xbox ROG Ally. Well, currently right now I'm playing mouse right now, but this one looks really, really cool, and I do appreciate that. So yeah, there's like, again, there's a few games that did caught my interest. Not every single game, but you know, there's some. I know a lot of people say, well, what about this one? It does look interesting. I don't know, it doesn't seem like my type, you know, just to be honest. I don't know, but it does look interesting. So that's something you want to look forward to. There's a lot. So if you want to look at it yourself and look at it, I'll put the link down below in the description and you can check it out, or you can look it up for yourself. Just go to ID at Xbox Spring Showcase. You type it into YouTube and you'll find it there too. Okay, moving on. Last but not least, the finale right here, which is the Black Flag resync, which Ubisoft has dropped, which this was pretty much the worst kept secret, which it is. Like, we already knew this was going to be happening. So far I didn't do a video reacting to this. However, I did looked at it afterwards and listened to it and watched it. This looks really good. I ain't gonna hold you. This looks really good. Like, this looks amazing. Like, holy shit, man. Look at that. Look at that. That looks incredible. Like, the details, everything just popped and came to life. Like, holy shit. Damn, they did an excellent job. They really did an excellent job. This looks like a game that I definitely want to play. For sure. I really do. Oh man, become the pirate or Freemason. Look at that. This shit looks so incredible. I watched the video and stuff. It looks so good. So basically, updated graphics, they're gonna add in new story content, which is really cool, and much more. So it looks like they're gonna retain the same feel and stuff with how Black Flag is. They're just gonna fix the annoying stuff, and they also going to expand more content, more story, more stuff to do in the game, which is always wonderful. I appreciate that. And this is one of the best pirate games I have ever played. Back then when I had Black Flag, this was one of the best pirate games by far. Okay, fuck Skull and Bones. Okay, get this game. This game is a way better pirate game, and this is a lot of fun. If they made an online pirate game with just Assassin's Creed, but online with Black Flag universe, people will be playing the fuck out of this game. Oh, I will play the fuck out of this game. I don't care if it has like replayable missions, or, you know, like kind of like Radiant quests, like where I just go around, collect treasures, loot, and, you know, do this, do that, kill people, and sail the 7 seas and all this shit, and maybe bury treasures or bury whatever the fuck. If they have something like that online and that's all it was, I'd be perfectly fine with that. Just let me just go on the game, just roam around, killing Templars, sailing the high seas, going against with like other Assassin's Creed. Maybe they're like the Templars and stuff. Maybe they're on the other side of the team, and we might cross paths, and I might fight them and do all this crazy shit. It'll be a great time. It'll be a great fucking time if they did something like that. I'll play the fuck out of it. I'll download it and play it. I'll be like, oh, I love this. This is great. They got the collector's edition, looking really good. Wow. Look at that, the black and gold. Ooh, that looks fire. The ship looks fire. You got the, oh, this looks sick as well. Okay. I like this. The collector's edition looks tough, and I like this right here. Yo, this looks so, oh man, they did an excellent job. They did an excellent job. In addition, yeah, see, look at this. They got that. Oh my god, they did an excellent job with this. This looks really cool. So yeah, there was the event for that. Looks really cool. They showed off trailers, they showed off gameplay overview and all that stuff. Resync will be out on July 9th. So July 9th, you know, mark that on your calendar. It's going to be out and during the summer, which I think this is a great summer game. So again, I'm going to, okay, let me break this down real quick. So first of all, let me go back up here. Okay, first of all, let me just speak for myself for a minute. This is just for me. I'm not speaking for on behalf of everybody. Personally, for me, everything right here sounds great. Now, am I going to purchase and play it? No. As much as I'm giving it praise and stuff like that, again, I appreciate Ubisoft is going into the right direction, into the first step in the right direction. They still got many steps to go. This is just speaking personal. This is a personal thing for me. This is not like everybody else have to agree with me or they have to whatever. If you really like this game and you want to play this game, I say go ahead and go for it, bro. This looks really good. It's on July 9th. Mark it on your calendar. I'm only speaking for myself here, what I'm about to say. Okay, the reason why is that I'm not going to purchase it because, again, for me, I want Ubisoft to go back into the right directions, and for order for them to do that, I want them to do what needs to be done. I don't want them to just take one step and they're back, because that's not how it's going to work here. For me, they did a lot of fucked up things. Okay, they did a lot of fucked up things, especially with the, I think I covered this, if anything, the stop killing games. If you don't know, which is they still got the old regime still there, and hopefully the old regime and that person gonna get kicked out soon. I think if the old regime got kicked out and we see more of like what they're doing right here right now with the whole Assassin's Creed, you know, resync, you know, remastering and remaking some of the old games, bringing it back to life, fixing some of the annoyance and the complaint, and listening to their fan base and their feedback, that's good. I want to see more of that. This right here is one step in the right direction. They still got a long way to go. And what they have done in the past, they have taken away, if you didn't know this, right? I'll explain this. I don't think I have it anymore. I think either I think I hid those games. I don't know if I hid them or not. I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. I hid those games, but I hid it away. But again, I used to have like a lot of like, you know, Ubisoft games. And what happened was the fact that Ubisoft basically took a you know, basically delists the crew, which is a normal thing, right? You know, when you think about, like, again, Forza Horizon 6 that's going to be coming out eventually, or even Forza Horizon 5, eventually that game is going to get delisted. So you purchase it before it gets delisted. That way you have the game that you could download it anytime that you want forever, and you could just re-download it and play the game that you want. However, what Ubisoft did was not only they delisted one of the car games, which is the Crew, and not the Crew 2. They delisted it completely, but they also took in the game completely out of the thing, out of like people's you know, their libraries. And I don't know, wait, where is it? Let me see. Do they got their list? Yeah. So basically the Crew, I believe. Yeah, see, they don't even have it. But yeah, they had the Crew. Yeah, right here. So this right here, there's no longer available on Steam. So they took that completely, they delisted, which that makes sense. But not only that, that all additional content is no longer available for purchase on March 31st, 2024. And for all the crew owners, after this date, the game servers will shut down, which means the game will no longer be accessible anymore. Basically, it's the end of life. It's like the whole stop killing games is for that reason. Like, why are you killing a game that was like perfectly fine? You could play this game offline anyway. So people who have played this game and seen this game and have gameplay footage, they are unable to play this game online because it was an MMO online thing, right? But they shut it down, which it was stupid. They could have just easily sent a patch or something towards people where people can still buy the game, but you just can't play online anymore, which is perfectly fine. Just put a patch, it can still work, and you can still play this game offline. You know what I'm saying? So they have taken away out of people's library. So if you did own the Crew in your library, that thing was removed completely out of your library. Basically, you was paying for a game for like $40, $50, and then next thing you know, 8 months later, they basically say, yep, we're going to take this game completely off your library and whatever. You didn't get no money, no refunds, no nothing. It was bad. And that's why I said, okay, if they're going to do something like that, then from here on forward, I'm not purchasing any Ubisoft type of game, because if they can do this to the Crew, imagine they could do that to Black Flag. Imagine they could do that to Assassin's Creed game. They could do that to a single player game, you know? And that's why, for me personally, why I'm like, again, I'm drawing the line on the sand and I'm not buying this game. As much as the game looks good, I give praises and stuff like that. And again, I'm only speaking for myself. You don't have to follow me what I do, okay? Or do what I say. I'm just speaking for myself here, why I'm not purchasing it, because of those reasons, okay? Because, like, again, great game, looks good, but I don't like how their practices, what they're doing. Similar to, like, again, what PlayStation is doing with this type of bullshit right here, with the whole DRM, age verifications and all this stuff, this, that, and the third, the live service slop shit. This is why I stopped carrying or purchasing PlayStation products in the first place, shutting down studios, shutting down games that should have been developed, this, that, and the third. Those things is what's stopping me from not purchasing a PlayStation title game. Same thing for Ubisoft. I'm keeping that same energy. That type of thing, even if I didn't purchase the game or even I don't like the crew, I stand on principle because I did purchase Ubisoft first party title games too. I have purchased those. I purchased some Assassin's Creed games. I have played Assassin's Creed games in the past. No different than playing Black Flag right here. I played it. I know what it's like. I still own the copy even on my Steam, but I hid it away because I sat there and said, I'm not going to purchase a Ubisoft game from here on forward unless they're going to change regime. Soon as Guillermo Toro, whatever the fuck, he get the fuck out, and whoever that's else his son, whatever, they need to get the fuck out. Soon as they get the fuck out and they redo and do what's right, then I'll sit there and consider saying maybe I can go and buy Black Flag, this, that, and all this great things that they're doing right now. Well, like, again, this is one step in the right direction. They still got a long way to go. They still got a long way to go, in my opinion. Okay? So for that, I'm not going to purchase Black Flag. As much as I can give it praise and it looks really good and is amazing, I stand on principle. I don't, no. Because Ubisoft told me, you're not gonna own anything and you're going to like it and you're gonna be happy. Well, guess what? I don't have to buy your fucking games and I could be playing something else, which I am, and I'm perfectly fine and I'm happy. I don't need a Ubisoft game to save my life. I got all these other games that I could be playing. Shit ton of fucking games. 1, 2, 3 Ubisoft little games. I don't give a fuck and I don't care. I can go play something else. And that, like, again, that's called a real gamer standing on fucking principle. I'm standing on principle. And I really truly mean that. I don't give a fuck. So, for that being said, like, again, that's where I stand. Like, again, it's like, again, the game looks good. Everything looks good and they're going into the right direction. Again, me and my brother, we was talking about this at the job. If they are going to start doing this, which is the step in the right direction, we need to see more. I can't just be like, oh, they're doing it for Black Flag, everybody come back. Like, that's not going to work for me. You need a lot of work and fix a lot of shit. And whatever your old Papa fucking bullshit Guillermo or whatever the fuck a Kokoro needs to get the fuck out of the gaming industry. He needs to retire and go take his old ass somewhere else, because he's destroying Ubisoft piece by piece. And it was pretty bad for Ubisoft. Ubisoft shut down studios, canceled games, right? They remember the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake that was supposed to come out. They was working on it, and now that game is canceled. Now we're hearing that internally they got even Splinter Cell is being internally been delayed. So there's a lot of problems at Ubisoft. It's not all like sunshine and rainbows. This right here is one step in the right direction. They still got a long way to go. So unfortunately, I will not be purchasing their games or anything anytime soon. Once I start to see that they really are going to start changing and delivering for customers and start fixing the problems that they have and get this old ass regime up out of there, then I might reconsider saying maybe I can go and play and purchase some of these Ubisoft games that I've been missing out a lot. Again, I have much respect for Black Flag. I really do. And I got much respect for Assassin's Creed. I do enjoy Assassin's Creed. But like, again, some of the games that they was putting out there was like some factory bullshit. This is one step in the right direction. And again, if they're doing these things, expand the universes in here. I can tell you right now, I don't want them to make a new game. Stop making new Assassin's Creed games. You already got an Assassin's Creed universe right here. Black Flag, make a Black Flag 2. Make a Black Flag 3. Expand the universe within this timeline period, because there's so much stories you can tell in this game easily, you could even put in folklore and stuff like that, like how like Pirates of the Caribbean. You could take some of those inspirations from those Disney movies and put it into Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It can work. But again, the question is, are they going to do it? I don't know. But my advice to them, like my feedback to them, will be like, look, just expand the universes that you already have. If you already have Assassin's Creed Shadow, make Assassin's Creed Shadow 2, 3, 4. Expand the universes there. You don't need to make a brand new game in a new universe. You don't have to do that. Don't do that. You already have universes, history timeline universes that you could easily expand. Even for another perfect example, they could easily expand Assassin's Creed 3. They can even do a prequel before Assassin's Creed 3 Revolutionary War. They could have done the Civil War, Assassin's Creed Civil War, where before Connor was even born, it was another assassin probably didn't want his son to be part of this life. He wants to live a normal life or whatever. And let's say his father and whoever, they got together, they made a kid, and he's also fighting against like the Templars and stuff like that on the other side with the Civil War. That'll be fucking awesome. Slavery, Civil War stuff. You could do something like that, or make it about a black Assassin's Creed, a black whatever. That'd be great. I'd be happy with that. Expand the universe in the timeline period that you already have. You could expand a lot of shit. You could expand a lot of shit. You can even go to the Western Assassin's Creed, Wild West or whatever. They can do one like that. So I'm like, you already have shit that's set. You got Origin set in Egypt, expand that. There's so much shit you can expand. So there really is no excuse, or like it shouldn't be. It's not really that difficult. Just take inspiration, put more stories in there, and expand the universe, which you already have a template. You can add more islands, add more places to go. You can make it more engaging, whatever. They could do a lot. So that's just my advice to them, expand the universes. And I talked about it with my brother at the job. It's just which they should. I think that'd be smart. They don't need to come up with an Assassin's Creed game every single time. Just expand the universe that you already have. Put more stories into the game, like Assassin's Creed Black Flag 2, Assassin's Creed Black Flag 3. You can do that. And just like Assassin's Creed 3, Revolutionary, Assassin's Creed, whatever, Revolutionary Part 2, whatever, do something like that. I think a lot of Assassin's Creed fans will be happy. But also, again, their IPs needs to be fixed up too. Like Far Cry 7 ain't looking too good. For the last time, what I'm hearing, Ghost Recon sounds like it's good, is on track, but again, we gotta wait and see. So far, if you are interested in this game and you're kind of like, should I purchase it or not? I think this is a well-worthy purchase. If you like Assassin's Creed and you're a fan of Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, I think this is a well-worthy purchase for sure. It looks really good. It sounds good. Everything sounds about right. No problem, and they're listening. Again, I'm only speaking for myself. They still got a long ways to go for me to feel comfortable enough to purchase their shit again. So this is one step in the right direction. Let's see how the rest of the franchise will turn out. We'll see how Far Cry 7 will do. We'll see how probably Ghost Recon. We'll see all these other projects come along in the next couple of years. If they're really turning things around and really starting to focus on more quality, you get these old ass dusty regimes up out of there, get Guillermo Toro's up out of there, and all the dumb shit that they're doing, and they really start turning things around, then I might consider purchasing them. Then I might consider purchasing some of the Assassin's Creed games and stuff like that again. But until that time, nah. Till that time, they're blacklisted. Okay, they're blacklisted for sure. Ubisoft is blacklisted. I was about to show you it, but here. See this? Ignored. Ubisoft is blacklisted, okay? Blacklisted. I only got Monopoly. Let me put the list. See? They're blacklisted, okay? Any Ubisoft thing that they have going on, or any game that they're putting out, no matter what franchise it is, they are completely blacklisted. Okay, blacklisted. Okay, blacklisted. Nah. Get your shit together. Get your shit together, Ubisoft. Step in the right direction. I give you a positive. Still got a long way to go. All right, but that's about do it right here, folks. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure you again like, share, comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate you guys are stopping on by. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about the new Xbox, you know, price, the price, lowering down the Game Pass prices. How are you feeling about that? The you know, We Are Xbox campaign, the logo change. How do you guys feeling about that? And also the whole exclusivity reevaluation. Where do you stand? Should Xbox should go back to their old ways of their exclusive stuff, or should they go to the ways of what they're doing right now? Honestly, like, again, I think, like, in terms of exclusive, I don't think there's no such thing as exclusivity anymore. I mean, like, come on, we got to make money out here, you know. Gotta make money. What do you guys think about PlayStation? What's going on over there? This is bad. Are you planning on saying, you know, this is like your last generation, you're moving on to PC, or are you willing to still stick with PlayStation and go buy a PlayStation 6? I don't know. Like, in terms of what we're seeing with these stories right now, it sounds really fucking scary, man. It sounds really scary. But again, I want to hear your comment section down below. What do you guys think about Black Flag and ID and Xbox event showcases and the games that they showed off? Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about that? But until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.